Welcome to Andrew's Intuition. I'm a psychic, medium, and divine channel. These readings are a resource for souls with a genuine desire for truth. Please use your own discernment when receiving readings from me, especially collective ones. Do not be alarmed by the reflection that finds you in my mirror. You might be surprised by what you see. Legal disclaimer, these readings are intended for entertainment purposes only. And with that said, the reading will begin now.
Whoever you are the portal. People in your life, people that may have underestimated you, people that misunderstand you, people that you may still feel a dissonance with, people that you might be stuck to. I just heard like baby daddies, baby moms, like family members. They have to literally go through you. You are the portal. And it's almost like you're trying to avoid it. You're trying to avoid the confrontation. You're trying to avoid something here. You're trying to keep yourself separate, trying to keep to yourself, trying to keep busy. It's like accepting who you are allows you to come to certain levels of judgment. They have to come to you. People don't understand this, but karmically, some people are put into your life just to see what you do. And sometimes when somebody has a specific divine path that is more fixed, meaning they're starseed, they came down here for a particular reason, and they're less likely to fall off that path. These people are also assigned to so many souls karmically, almost as a rendezvous point, or like you represent being the last train. You are the last train. You are the portal. They must go through you. And so it's something about understanding your power here. There's a particular situation here where you don't want the smoke, you don't want to deal with it, you don't want to have difficulty, whatever, but it's like, you're not. Spirit is saying a big part of your blessing is allowing yourself to receive this part, right? This path. It's a very narrow path. And so yes, people are going to have to walk by you. You're going to have to cross paths with people. You're going to have to do that awkward shuffle dance to see, are you going to go this way? Am I going to go this way? But there's something about the way that they're coming at you, and Spirit is saying, don't worry about it, because you just represent something, right? I'm just seeing Spirit be like, just stand there and don't move. And you're like, why? And then they're just, don't move, don't worry about it. And then there's all this commotion, and they're like, just trust us, don't worry. You know, and then you end up being fine, but you're being used. Your position, the space that you take up, the relationship, the situation, it's like you're being used to see what other people do. And so while you're over here anxious, trying to avoid confrontation and hiding away, while you're over here afraid to overshine and to make problems with people, meanwhile, Spirit is saying, stay still. Let them catch up to you. Just don't worry about it. Let it happen, right? Or trust yourself. Don't worry. You got it. We wouldn't put you in the situation if you don't got it. You got it, right? And it's like all of these people that are reaching out of the ground, right? It's like your word, your communication, what you have to bring to the table. It resonates. They act like it doesn't, but it does. They know that you're the portal. It doesn't mean that you're here to save them. It doesn't mean that you are the one. It just means that you are, I guess you could say, the blueprint in their life that they get to use as an example. They get to look at you and they get to choose. Am I going to look at this person? Am I going to look at this person as like a, I guess you could say, a problem? Am I going to look at this person as a problem? Am I going to look at this person as create and manufacture all of these negative traits and all of these problems that I perceive about this person because they're not doing what they're supposed to do, and if I were you, I would do this, or you know, they really think they know it all. This person is a know-it-all. These people think they know, and it's a collective of people who think they know more than you. And there's something about you allowing yourself not to kind of lean back, but to lean into what you know in your bones, in your flesh, in your divinity. You know something. And you have a perspective on this that will obliterate theirs. And Spirit is saying, why do you think you have it? Why do you think your brain works different? Why do you think you've been put in this position? So now they get to choose. When you blow your horn and you speak, they get to choose. Am I going to continue to create a false narrative here? Am I going to continue to put forward this other character or this other narrative about this person? Or am I actually going to accept and receive the resonance of what I'm feeling? Am I going to listen to them and humble myself and be like, you know what? They may not be right about everything, but something about that makes me feel like I need to ask questions. Something about that makes me feel like I need to kind of look closer at what they're doing and how they're making things happen for themselves, because they may not have everything that I deem to be a success, but they're acting like it. And not only are they acting like it, you can feel it, right? There's a level of shine. This person is glowing. Why? They don't have this thing, this job, this money, this girl, this man, they don't have these things. So why do they get to be in this energy? And then when they speak with such in a way that is kind of inspiring, and like, why? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up, right? Because the narrative of what they've been facing, they've been following, I don't want to say this, but I'm hearing it. They've been following a false god, money, false idols, money, success, fame, power, influence, just broken people thinking that they hacked it, right? Meanwhile, they're over here conquering and they have no idea what's going on in their feminine. And people are kind of unprepared as to what's coming. It's like you can feel that too. It's like, listen, if you're not paying attention, or if this isn't hitting you in any kind of way, then I don't know what to tell you, because the heat in the kitchen is only getting hotter. You are the portal. You are the portal. I just heard, like, in a funny way, like the divine using you as bait, right? You're easy pickings for people who think they know it all, and for groups that think they know it all. A lot of it is your family, right? Think they know it all, right? I'm talking to the black sheep. They think they know, right? And the divine is saying, okay, well, we're gonna put you out as bait, and when they come for you, they're gonna be surprised that this fish has teeth. Okay, they're gonna be surprised that you got and it's not about violence or getting into altercation. It's about showing up with truth in the face of distorted ass lies, in the face of the upside down, right? Showing up right side up in the face of the upside down. You don't trust that you're protected, though. You're telling me that too. You don't trust that you're protected. Situations have kind of shown you this. You kind of feel like you failed, and it's kind of like you're licking your wounds and you're afraid of what these people will say about your failure. Spirit is saying it wasn't a failure, but that's the way that you perceive it, or that's how you know they're perceiving it. It's like that you just assume that people are looking at you in a way, and they kind of are. Right? They're looking at you like, yeah, this person said they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that, and look at what they're up to now, and they ain't shit, whatever. It's like, you feel that, and that's not true. And everywhere where you believe that to be true is not fair to you, and not fair to everything that you've developed. Right? The Page of Pentacles, you worked hard. The first pentacle is always the hardest, and the first material manifestation is your body. Spirit is saying, right? The Page of Pentacles learns first how to develop and honor, nurture their physical vessel. 10:10 on the clock. How to nurture their physical vessel. How to so say their first pentacle is their body. Their first pentacle, and what they're asked to master is their vessel, is how they sit in their body, understanding their bodies, understanding themselves, the value of themselves. What's unique about your particular pentacle or coin versus any other pentacle or coin. Knowing thyself. And the Page of Wands in the reverse. I just heard, I don't know what the brothers in the Bible are that are always feuding, or the two brothers that are, you know, one is blessed and humble, and the other one wonders why the other one has more than him. That's what it feels like. This feels like a karmic brotherly or like sibling kind of rivalry, where one person is literally just doing their best, right? Notice how one is in the desert, you know, one is on green pastures. I understand that one is of fire and one is of air, but the Page of Wands is in the reverse. They allow their impulses to run them, and they don't go beyond that point. It's like Snape versus not Snape. Who am I? Malfoy versus Harry Potter, right? Malfoy is extremely impulsive. Harry Potter will like sit and like think, you know, he'll like, you know, really try, and he's always blessed. Everything he touches turns to gold. Why? Because he approaches things in a different context, and he's humble, right? The three of something about the union that you have in spirit and versus their entity attachments. This is not, like I say, just because this awareness is coming forward, it is not to feed or to fan the flames of your of any kind of victim mentality, right? Being able to see people as they are is such a precious tool and such a precious skill when it comes to discernment. It's a muscle that needs to be exercised, especially at this time. And when it comes to the people closest to us, we don't know ourselves until we know them, and are able to see them as they are, because then we take on board everything they think and say about us. We take on board every energy that they hold for us, until we're able to really understand why they're doing it and where it's coming from. And there's something about turning around and facing it. It's like you're being chased and you're running, and you're like, well, I'm running towards that thing, not away from that. And Spirit is like, yeah, okay. So you're running, and then Spirit is saying, just stop running and turn around. It's like you don't know that literally with your pinky, you can like blow anything away that they're trying to bring to you. It's like they have no idea that you are a ticking bomb, like waiting to drop some truth or to explode their lives, because they keep sending their fucking Trojan horses across your boundary, you know, energetically and personally, trying to make you feel like you're doing something wrong. They're monitoring you. They're whatever's attached to them is not, they don't feel safe with you in this frequency and in the way you are. So it's like they want to continuously change you or divert you from this, and that's them sending their Trojan horses across your boundary. And so it gives you permission to do the same, right? A wise friend once told me, or an old friend once told me, that throwing a flashlight down a cave, right, without any kind of impetus, you know, don't be mad when the vampires and the bats come for you, right? They didn't ask for that, right? So wherever it is that you are forcing your will, that might have been like an immature trait that you had early on, but that's not what's coming up now. What's coming up now is like, I want to focus on myself. I want to get my shit right. I'm focusing on me. I'm focusing on my pentacle and everything that I'm here to focus on right now. You know what I mean? And this other person is like, there might even be something about like you being in a healthy, balanced, polyamorous relationship, and this person is like married to someone who's very controlling, and they both are kind of trauma bonded together. It's like it's easy to judge your life and make it seem like theirs is pure and clean because they go to church and you're about the spiritual stuff and you got all these partners. Like there's something about this energy where it's like Spirit is saying you feel like you don't have any leg to stand on, but in fact you are a fucking centaur and you have 4, okay? It's like you have the ability to really stand tall here and communicate from an authentic place, and you have no idea what kind of impact that's going to have. And it's not about that being your responsibility, but it kind of is. It's part of your blueprint, right? Some people walk around being tower moments for people, right? People that, you know, some of the most amazing people that have affected me in my life have been people that have been willing to say the thing that other people weren't at a time when I needed to hear it, you know, even if it wasn't easy to receive it. You know, so whether or not they take that the wrong way or not, you're here to perform in your authentic flow. And when your authentic flow is guiding you one way, but your fear and your programs and all this other shit is guiding you another way, you know, what are you gonna do? Signs I see or feel on the board are Gemini, Aries, Virgo, Taurus and Capricorn, Aquarius, can't make this shit up. This is you. You are Judge Judy. Okay? Let's just say that karmically you were designed to be Judge Judy. Be that. Be that. Try that. See how that works out for you. I know it's easy to assume that it's not gonna go the way that you want it to, but it's okay. Be the Judge Judy. You know who you are. I'm so sorry. As I'm finishing up, or as I'm sitting here getting ready for the next reading, Spirit was explaining more what the Judge Judy thing meant. They were saying, like, some people are here as deliverers for a karmic verdict. It's like, if someone's willing to come to you with some shit, I'm getting the energy also of like those people that come and they say, here, you're served, and they give you your papers. It's like you are that version in a karmic way. You're here to say, no, this is the reason why you fucked up. And this is what that did. And they may act like, oh, you're crazy, you don't know what you're talking about, like whatever. They might, but trust and believe, they're sitting and they're feeling into, and they're haunted by those words. And it's not to punish them. It's just order amongst the fucking chaos, dude. Like, you know, like, it's all about love. Everything is all about love. I digress. You are Judge Judy. That's what you're assigned to be. That's what you're designed to be. And don't let your ego get carried away with that, obviously, because there's repercussions for that. But wherever you feel the Spirit move through you in a divine way to be able to communicate things effectively and efficiently and succinctly about... It's almost like, you force off their distorted goggles and you allow them the space to see it as it is, and to be like, you can't act like you weren't told. Okay, when people pass away, they're gonna be like, well, I didn't know, nobody told me. And Spirit's like, yeah, okay, we sent like 13 people to tell you. I digress. Go on, Judge Judy's, go on.
If you made it here, chances are there's something you resonated with, whether it's my soul, my personality, the message itself, and perhaps there's more. There's a random video popping up on the screen. Maybe you should go find out.